After cryptocurrency went from a common speculative asset that was only used by a limited number of knowledgeable people in the field, has evolved into an entire ecosystem that has been universally used by millions of people around the world. It was bound to attract the attention of regulators who every year are trying more and more to take cryptocurrency under their complete control. And, of course, more often than not, it is most often done under the pretext of caring for the citizenry and in order to ensure security and stability of the financial system so that you can roughly understand the scale of the threat that regulators say cryptocurrency poses. In 2021, the US Federal Reserve published a report in which it identified the top threats to the financial system, and fifth on the list of top threats are stablecoins. Subsequently, a new reason for strict and speedy regulation of cryptocurrency, and in particular stablecoins, was the collapse of Project Luna and their algorithmic stablecoin because of the first investors lost billions of dollars after that a wave of negativity reached the largest stablecoin BUSD amid revelations that their stablecoin is far from being fully backed by real assets, as has been repeatedly stated in reports. Tether went to the second largest stablecoin BUSD, which the exchange Binance decided to remove from their site again, only for the sole purpose of convenience of investors, and this time went to Binance itself, and there the BUSD stablecoin, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the US Securities and Exchange Commission, said that BUSD is an unregistered security, and as a result, the issuer has been ordered to stop issuing new tokens. Because of this situation, the capitalization of stablecoin BUSD just dropped by $1 billion in just a few days. I would remind you that all of the aforementioned tokens such as SouthDTP are pegged to the US dollar, and the US dollar, unlike stablecoin, is under the complete control of the US government. The crypto industry in the future will begin to use stablecoins based on the euro, yen or the Singapore dollar, which reduce its dependence on stablecoins dollar-based. This statement Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, as you can all imagine, the reason for such a statement was precisely numerous actions on the part of the US government to regulate the cryptocurrency industry, and if before Changpeng Zhao had no good reason to make a statement of this nature, but now after this situation has gotten to him personally and his asset biased, he said that recent actions by the US government against the stablecoins that are tied to the US dollar will likely result in the global crypto industry to rely on other currencies, such as the euro, yen and the Singapore dollar, to support the further development of stablecoins. Given the current pressures and the current position of regulators' authorities with respect to stablecoin to the US dollar, I think the cryptocurrency industry will move to stablecoins that will be pegged to other currencies, which will probably result in we will probably be able to see more stablecoins pegged to the euro, Japanese yen and the Singapore dollar. This situation prompted us to start looking for more different options for securing stablecoins, said the CEO of Binance. In addition, Changpeng Zhao does not deny the possibility of using stablecoins as tied to other assets such as gold. To one of the questions touching on the subject, he agreed that the use of gold makes sense. However, he also noted that the expenditures of most people are still as in fiat currencies. For that reason, most people calculate returns on their investments in dollars, which is why the US dollar-backed investments are still important. And I didn't forget to mention the algorithmic stablecoins, stating that such assets may also play a more important role in the crypto ecosystem of the future. Nevertheless, he warned that algorithmic stablecoin inherently will have risks that stable the fiat-backed coins. In order to understand exactly what those risks are and how they might materialize, it's just remember the situation with the USD stablecoin from a project that was the largest in terms of capitalization algorithmic stablecoin. No one knows exactly what the future holds to look forward to in the future. It makes no sense to say that the dollar will leave the market in the near future and it can be replaced by other world currencies. And even though there's at this point in time the internet is just flooded with news headlines saying that the era of the American dollar is about to end, we should not forget that the US dollar is still the world's most important reserve currency, and its abandonment in the very near future is going to be in tremendous financial problems for all economies of the world. But at the same time, it's hard enough to ignore and to deny the fact that the share of the US dollar in international payments with each year is becoming, albeit by a little but still less. And it is possible that this trend may also the cryptocurrency industry as well. How the situation will develop in reality, only time will show, and in the meantime, in order to avoid any problems, it is necessary to remember the simple rules: diversification, and never put assets only in one assets, no matter how safe and secure you think it is. Thank you for watching this video, dear friends. I wish you well, positive and safe investments to you all. Bye.